Hello everyone, JJ here, and welcome again on the YouTube channel of Ken Hill. Today we're gonna see a double aerial, this one, which is called the double front. Alright, let's go. First of all, everyone who's thinking right now, hold up, double aerials, that's not my cup of tea. It's a little bit out of line in what I do the most, in what I can do. You know, I've been practicing Nunchaku for years. That's nothing for me. Hold up. Alright, hold up, because this double front is by far a trick that looks harder than it actually is. Alright, and I hope with the tips I'm gonna give you today you will see that it's actually quite doable. Because what are the ingredients for a double front aerial? It's a kickoff, which I will explain very detailed, at least I'm gonna try, and further on, two tricks. Dominant hand, we're gonna see a basic aerial, and with our dyno hand we're gonna do a front aerial. Alright, and when you combine them together, you get the double front, as I call it. Very important for this trick, as I just said, is that kickoff. Alright, you know, it's very important that you're really gonna swing simultaneously in the same direction. So for me, that is clockwise. And then at a certain point, you're gonna accelerate with your right hand, because with that dominant hand, so with the right hand in my case, you need to go to that negative grip or to that back grip, as some of you say, alright? Because we're gonna do the basic aerial from that position. That means that with our left hand, we stay in that front grip, in that positive grip, but we are simultaneously also gonna stay in that rhythm. But with the right hand, you will see that we're gonna do a small acceleration to go to that negative grip. So we start rotating the right hand, the dominant hand, makes an acceleration to go to that negative grip, and then at the end you will see they're both together spinning simultaneously clockwise. Alright, and it's from that position at a certain point we're gonna elevate the nunchakus, and you know, left one dyno hand is gonna do the front aerial and the right hand is gonna do the basic aerial. Now the basic aerial, you should be really let's say that should go so easy that with your brain you can put all your focus on your left hand on that front aerial, because that front aerial, you know, it looks easy and it looks the same as a basic aerial, but actually it's not, you know. As I always say, you have to go from quite high, at least that's what I do, and you can see that well in the video. You know, I go a little bit higher and then I let it drop. So the push that I make, you know, with my thumb, so that last part, because some people do it like this, you know, they use their elbow to do it, but I really go for that push-off with my thumb. You know, I like to release it a little bit higher than I would release my basic aerial. But in the end, when we do this double front, it doesn't make any problem, alright? Because what the spectator, what an audience, what a jury will see is two aerials, two chucks, going in the air simultaneously and spinning one spin of 360. Alright, 360 degree. Now that is very important, because as I always say here, but also in my academy, go for solid aerials. That means solid, always the same speed, which I prefer to be quite low, because how lower the speed of the aerial, how easy it is for your eye to pick them out. In that same story, if you do only one spin, 360 spin, that's actually enough. It's enough. You don't have to do flippy 720, 900, 1080. It's not necessarily. The only thing that you do is take more risks, and the benefit is not there, because we also keep our aerials low. And low is always good. A last point of interest I want to give is to always look in the center, alright? So my chucks are 30 centimeters for each stick, you know, so that's, you know, I think that's average length. But I used to spin with the nunchakus of the WNA, which are 35 centimeters in length. So that means although my shoulders are quite wide, that means I still had to take care that they would not hit each other in the middle, you know. Now there are two ways to fix this. Now actually there are two ways to fix this, but there's one way to do this really perfectly. The way to execute it perfectly is actually go as wide as you can, and you will see that there is actually not really a problem. But the thing you have to do, and this is very important, is always with your eyes you're gonna stay in the center. And by staying in that center, you will still have enough angle for both of your eyes to catch the nunchaku if you throw them in the air simultaneously. And that's exactly the idea and the goal of this trick. Now, two ways to prevent them from crashing if you still have problems, alright? And the first way is to turn in your body a little bit. Now you don't see it, but with my feet, with my left foot in this case, I go a little bit towards the front, so I can spread my arms just a little bit more. They're just on different sides, but that means that when I do the front aerial like this or like this, all right? That the angles are different, you know? When I do them, as I do them always, as wide as I can, but with the 30 centimeter sticks, they will go nicely in front of me. When you create those angles, you will see that you will not see clear plane of that aerial. You know, you will not see it clear. That's what I wanted to say. All right. A second thing that you can do, but it's still quite risky, is you go for that, how do you call it again? I know Devin Arkfeld always says it to me. You go for that amputation trick. Yes, where you're actually gonna put one hand in front of you and the one hand closer to you. All right. If you would do that, but you, at least, you know, try it out. But what I would suggest is to keep your dominant hand closer. All right. So with your right hand, in my case, for that basic aerial, keep it close and keep the other one further away. You see, for me, that's a little bit more of a struggle because I'm just not used to doing it that way. So again, after all these tips, you should be able to nail it, but I want to stretch out again. Setup is important. If you can ameliorate, I don't have to say it in English, if you can increase the value or the statistics or the setup of your nunchaku for the better, don't hesitate. Really don't hesitate and really go for it. All right? So once again, we're going to do the double front and just stay focused. Low and solid aerials. We do that first spin here, all right? So we go like this and we're spinning again, and then we're gonna release and just catch it. Keep on watching in front of you, all right? So as with all tricks, it's gonna be trial and error. Don't give up, all right? Give yourself a week at a time. Train almost every day or at least five times a week for 20 minutes, all right? Go for that, you know, that consistent way of training, all right? For that hand-eye coordination, it has to be trained for every trick over and over again, all right? But as I always say, and I want to repeat again, every time you pick up a nunchaku, you will get better, all right? All right, good luck with that, and up to the next one.